Hi guys, welcome to Manview, the product review site strictly for man stuff. Sorry ladies, no nail polish reviews here. My name is Gary, I will be your host. Let's take a look at the latest product. Hi guys, it's Gary. I want to do another review on a different product. This actually happens to be for a really good friend of mine, which is this guy right here. This is Cowboy, right Cowboy? Say hello to everybody, Cowboy. Cowboy is a 130-pound noof. We rescued him from down south a long time ago. We've had him for many years. He's getting up there in age, and what Cowboy had were some skin issues. As he got older, he was getting some bald spots. He was getting a lot of itching issues, things of that nature. So we changed his food. He's bored with the video already. We changed his food. We gave him different medication for baths, things of that nature, and he kept getting just hot spots, and his hair was falling out. He was getting shiny skin. He just looked awful. So I came across this product here. So let me show you some before and after pictures that's made Cowboy life a whole lot better, a lot more comfortable, and he's just looking like a rock star. So let's take a look at this product and show you the pros and cons that I found about it and what Cowboy liked mostly about it. Right, Cowboy? Hi guys, so you got to meet Cowboy, our 12 or 13-year-old noof. We don't really know he's a rescue. We've had 10, 12 Newfoundlands over the last few years, so we're certainly not new to the skin issues when it comes to large breed dogs, especially when it comes to Newfoundlands. So Cowboy was a special case because he is so old. That, you know, you're going to get old dog problems. You're going to get skin that, you know, gets irritated, hair that falls out, just like people. When we get old, there's some issues that pop up. So this was a challenge for any company to have a product that was really going to help his severe itching, hair loss, and just kind of like just irritated skin all around. He kept chewing his pores. He kept having hot spots. He was going bald everywhere. And it just became a problem. So just before I did a lot of research on finding something else, just a little backstory real quick on is that, you know, we thought, like everybody does, it was the food. So, you know, 80%, 90% of the time, people think it's the food, so they change it just like we did, and we did the same thing. However, they'll tell you that most likely it's never the food. And we've tried everything, including eliminating dog food altogether and giving them people food, special recipes for, you know, a month at a time just to see if it helped clear up their skin, and it really wasn't that much better. So what we did is what I did really is I went on the internet and I did a ton of research, as you know, I always do, and I came across this product based basically on its reviews, its results, its ingredients, and some other things about the company that it offered. So the company is called Pethonesty. This specific product is called SkinHealth. They have a lot of other products that are very specialized and specific to whatever your pet's needs may be or issues they may have. So I encourage you to go check that out. And if you like what you see on this video with Cowboy's results and you think it'll be something that'll help your pet, by all means, I'll put the information here and you can jump over and take a look at it and hope it helps your pet as well. So the first thing I want to do is I want to give you some before and after pictures of Cowboy and show you what we were kind of fighting with right off the bat. So as you can see here, I'll blow this up. You can see before we even started SkinHealth that the skin was extremely dry and brittle. It was losing hair underneath, a lot of dandruff. And at this point, we had given him baths just a couple of weeks prior to this. I don't think it was even 2 weeks before this photo was taken. So we weren't overbathing him. We weren't underbathing him. It's just how the skin kept coming up no matter what we did. I'll show you another picture that we have here. This is of Cowboy's chest. So this is an area where he really can't get to in terms of scratching and irritating it, but you can see clearly that there's a lot of pink skin here. A lot of it's falling out, and even the white skin. He's a Landseer, which is a black and white Newfoundland, so he's called a Landseer. So a lot of the white hair becomes a little bit more just kind of coarse and falls out as well. And the next picture we have is of his leg. Now, this is a spot where he can get to, and you can see that it's all raw here. He's actually biting and chewing at this a little bit. It became a little irritated. Skin, the hair falling out here and the skin coming through. So there's a lot of ugliness that's going on, but that's not the worst of it. This next picture is of Cowboy laying on his side outside on the deck, and you can see where we got to with this. I mean, this looks all horrible. I mean, he's a happy guy, but he's an itchy guy, and the hair across almost from his his mid ribs all the way to the hind legs, down underneath the belly area, all in here, just looks horrible. The skin became clammy and white, very brittly, and dead skin cells were falling off it. The hair almost all fell out, other than these couple of strands here. A lot of these little bumps and irritated spots popped up. So it was pretty ugly of what we're seeing here before we started Skin Health. So let me tell you just a little bit about the product here. So this is what I found. It's called Skin Health, again, by Pethonesty. And they have a lot of natural stuff in it, probiotics and different types of ingredients that really helps with itchiness and skin and coat health. A lot of natural stuff in it. It does go by weight of the dog. I have Newfoundlands, so they're well over 100, 130 pounds and higher, so they get 3 tablets a day. Most other dogs under that 75-pound either get 2 tablets or 1 tablet. When I say tablet, I mean chews. They're chews, and they love them. They think that they're great. Here's a close-up view of the back of the jar. Again, it just really kind of tells you what different ingredients has and what it does for the dogs and how it helps them. And the next slide here kind of just shows you a little bit more, which I found off the internet, about the different things it helps with dogs. The most important thing is here up on the right, where it's got no wheat and corn and soy and all these things that could be allergic issues with your dog that could cause a lot of hair fallout, even ear issues as well, infections in the ear, a lot of stuff coming out of the ears, a smell from the ears, things like that nature. So this is something, I think maybe 3 or 4 of these things weren't issues with Cowboy, especially, but this is definitely the number one thing: reduces dry, itchy skin, and the hot spots. These were my 2 go-tos, and everything else was secondary. The good thing that I think that this company did was, if you just take a couple of minutes out after you get this, and after 2 weeks, they say, of giving this product to your dog, if you text them something, they'll give you a free bottle. If you just do like literally a survey that took me maybe 3 minutes to do all together. So it's like getting 2 bottles for the price of 1 if you just do a quick survey at the end, which is totally worth it, especially if it works for you. I paid about $25 for this bottle. So if you have a smaller dog, it'll last you a little longer. If you have dogs like mine, which are giant dogs, it's going to last you a little bit shorter. So the next slide here is kind of the before and after. Here's where you're starting to see some really good results. So the before picture is before, we started Skin Health. This is well after regular medicines that we had given them, special ointment baths that we had tried, changing the food up, like I said before. So this is the before picture. And you can easily see, let me close in a little bit here. You can easily see how white and clammy and scaly this was. In terms of his skin, from his mid cage, rib cage, all the way back to the hind legs, down by the stomach here. And then like almost all the hair was gone. A lot of bald spots and little areas that were popping up, compared to this shot here, which is about 2.5, maybe close to 3 weeks later. They said it should help in 2 weeks. It definitely helped the itching a lot in 2 weeks, but I was looking for results. I wanted to see some clearing up of the skin, some hair growing back, a lot less irritation in the skin, which is in about 2.5 weeks, I saw that. So you can clearly see here how much darker and healthier the skin is. There's a lot of black, fine hair, baby hair, all growing in here. Under the stomach is all coming in nice. You can't see in the picture, but the reason why this looks shady black is because of all the black fine hair coming in. Compared to this picture, just 2.5 to 3 weeks prior to that. So you definitely can see that this is a major difference from before to 2.5-ish weeks later from the product. So let's take a look at the chest area. Again, this is before I showed you this. And this is a little over 2 weeks, about the same time. What a difference. Going back and forth between the chest, what it looked like before we started this, about 2.5 weeks later. This is that same spot in here, which is almost completely white and almost completely filled in with a lot of hair. Big difference in just a couple of weeks, 2.5-ish, 3 weeks. I wouldn't say 2 weeks. I would say closer to 3 weeks. Difference in there. Remember, Cowboy's old, and there was a lot of issues going on. He was pretty severe. So I think this is pretty drastic for that amount of time. Okay, so, 4.5 weeks later, we're into this. We're into the home stretch here. We haven't stopped giving this product. We continue to give him this product till we think he's at 100%. Much darker, a lot more hair growing up all in here, all around the leg area. Even on the belly side, it's almost all hair now. None of that pink stuff showing down by his knee, under the belly. Still little dry areas in here, but nothing like it was before. This is him laying on his side. His head is over here. He's got a white stripe down his chest, and this is his shoulder. Much thicker, much shinier coming in. So this is a 4.5 week view, and I think it looks fantastic at that point. So, kind of wrap it up. Here's the very first shot I showed you, and here's where we are at about 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks, somewhere in that frame. Huge difference, not only in appearance, guys, but in itching. He's not shaking his head with his ears as much. He's not chewing his feet. He's not always licking and trying to gnaw at something on his back and his shoulder. So, this is a drastic difference, and it's a much better lifestyle for the dog. They're not as, irritated. It disturbs their sleep. I hear them up all night chewing and walking the floors and stuff. It's just not a healthy way to go about it. Okay, so again, it's called Pethonesty SkinHealth Review. I say that this is like a 5-star product for me because of the condition of the Cowboy and the age of Cowboy. And in 4.5 to 5 weeks, I think he's made a 75% to 80% improvement, 90% improvement in terms of itching, 75 to 85% in terms of visually how his fur looks. So if your dog is a lot less than Cowboy in terms of how bad they may have looked before you start this, or even in age a lot younger, I think you're going to get even better results from it. And I'll show you just here as we flip over, I'll show you how the dogs enjoy the treat so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. He's kind of just mellowing out, hanging out, working from home. He lays behind me at the office and just passes out. And then I got these guys over here. This is another one of our noose. This is Xena. And we have another guy over here who's not a noof, but he's a rescue. And his name is Riley. And he likes to crash on the couch. Right, Riley? There he is. He's still crashed. Okay, so now that these guys are out like a light, anytime I give them their vitamins, they go crazy. They love this stuff. So let me show you what happens when I grab the vitamins. Here we go, guys. Let's get our vitamins. Cowboy, want your vitamin? Oh, somebody's going to hear that candle. Riley, you have to wait. You have to wait. Cowboy, you getting your vitamin. He loves this. There you go, buddy. You get 3 of these because of his size. He's over a certain weight. So he gets 3 of these guys. And for the little guy, the little rescue Riley here, he gets 1. You get 1, Riley. There we go. They love this stuff. And Xena, you get 2 because of your weight size. So come here. Here you go. And you get your second one. There you go. There you go, girl. All right, guys. Say good, right? Okay, Cow. No more. He's looking for more. So, guys, check him out. Thanks for watching. As always, remember, subscribe to the channel. Click on it. Click on the little bell notification so every time that we put a new video out, you'll get alerted about it. If you have any comments and feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments below. If you have any questions about the product, by all means, put it in the comments below, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. As always, I will put a link to the product so you can click on it, go to it, read other reviews about it, or purchase it if you happen to like it. Until next time, guys, Watch Manview over and over and over again like binge TV.